Alright, everybody, I got another video for you. Also from Reuters. And it always seemed odd to me how Democrats were kept pushing this abortion, women's health care, that sort of thing. Instead of pushing for reducing inflation, they want to cherry pick certain groups to give them relief. We're going to send seniors this. We're going to send certain students this. We're going to send these families this. We're going to reduce insulin costs. None of those things that I just listed would help me. And I don't think it would help very many other people. So the reason, and I found this kind of interesting, I kind of skipped this first paragraph, but I will read it now. And this was published October 17th. Today is the day before the election, so maybe not the best timing on their part. So let's begin. The year 2022 has seen war in Ukraine, a spate of shootings in the United States, a new surge of migrants, illegal aliens, at the U.S.-Mexican border, and a landmark Supreme Court decision that rolled back the nationwide right to kill babies. But ahead of the November 8 midterm elections that will determine control of Congress, voters clearly have one thing on their mind: their wallets. Reuters Ipsos survey data shows that inflation and the economy are far and away the most pressing issues among those who say they are likely to vote. And what is the most important problem facing the U.S. today? That's right, inflation. Now, these numbers here, 6, 6, 7, 8, 15, and 29, do not add up to 100. So I don't know what the other, 50% is, 40%, something like that, but it's somewhere. Okay, with inflation running at the highest levels, this was inflation, jobs, economy, gun violence and mass shootings, abortion or changing abortion laws, immigration, and climate or the environment. With inflation running at the highest level since the early 80s, this isn't an abstract concern. Many respondents say their personal finances have eroded and they are scaling back their purchases. Now, in the early 80s, Reagan got elected and fixed everything again. Okay, are your personal finances stronger or weaker than a year ago? And 45% said weaker, 33% said about the same, and 21% said stronger. So yeah, many say their personal finances have eroded and scaling back their purchases. Saw that already. So right here we get another graph, which I can't see the top of right now, and I'm getting a phone call. So that's going to be pausing time. Scam likely phone calls. Too many of them. All right, so I'm going to zoom this out a little bit so we can see their little infographic. What have you done in the past year because of rising costs? Switch to cheaper brand foods when food shopping. Saving less money. Switch to cheaper brands for clothes and basic goods. Dipping into savings to pay bills. Postponed major purchases. Scaled back vacation plans. Everybody's doing it, apparently. This is potentially good news for Republicans who have been talking about inflation and economic concerns as they seek to win control of the House of Representatives and Senate. Which party has a better approach for tackling inflation? The Republicans. Let's scroll down a little bit. For tackling the U.S. economy, Republicans. On the other issues, voters trust Democrats more. Oh, what's that? On abortion. Because they want abortion. And they have misled the public about that sort of thing. So for health care, because Democrats probably polled it in such a way that to make you think that health care is also women's health care, but women's health care is apparently now baby killing too. These results should point to gains for Republicans in the November election. The president's party, in this case, President Joe Biden's Democrats, has since World War II almost always lost seats in the first midterm election after taking office. This year, they are also playing defense on inflation, voters' top concern, but they aren't campaigning on it. However, in a polarized political era, issues may not trump party affiliation. See, they had to stick Trump in there. Even if they aren't talking about Trump, they got to stick the word in there. Republicans and Democrats say they are highly motivated to back candidates from their party in this election, while independents say they are less certain to vote. And if we look at it, are you certain you will vote, or have you already voted in November 8 election? 85% of Republicans that's pretty enthusiastic. 83% of Democrats, that's pretty enthusiastic. And 57% of independents. But if you look at the way it's polled, there was 3,516 polled, and it could be off by 2 to 5 percentage points. Almost 3 to almost 6. So based on that, if this was up by 6 and this was down by 6, that would be a 91 to 77. That's significant, especially considering most of these polls are done with primarily Democrat voters. They normally pick out Democrats to sway polls, to sway public opinion. But even with their trying to sway public opinion, they've gone and let the cat out of the bag that everybody cares about inflation, but Democrats can't handle fixing inflation and Republicans can. So Republicans are saying we can fix inflation and Democrats are saying we can kill your babies and chop off your genitals. That's it for this one. Take it easy, everybody. Vote red tomorrow.